Team name Mark42, team ID 86211. So our problem statement is digitizing and showcasing monasteries of Sikkim for tourism and cultural preservation. Uh, for the background, that is saving and digitizing our cultural heritage, especially from Sikkim, which has over 200 monasteries. Uh, we have proposed a solution which is a Monastery 360, which will be digitizing and storing our cultural heritage along with all the monasteries in Sikkim itself. Yes, so we have documented a few of the monasteries at the moment, uh, where you can view all the monasteries. You can filter those monasteries based on the region that they are in Sikkim. And one of the famous monastery, that is the Ramtek monastery. You can explore each monastery with each background that they have, uh, gallery, the photos of the and the events and the festivals that are held at the monastery itself, and artifacts collected from that monastery, and the timings that are there for the visitation are. Yes, so we have also added an audio guide app,
Roomtek
audio that
Monastery,
can
the
guide you
Dharmachakra
through
center
the
in the seat of the Karmapa.
background of the monastery with its culture, where it actually originated from, like Ramtek originated from Kagaya Tibetan uh, culture. So you can hear all that in the audio itself.
Introduction. A new home for an ancient lineage. Our journey now brings us to a hillside.
Yeah. So one of the main features in the problem statement was a 360-degree view of the monastery itself, a panoramic view. So yes, you can view the whole monastery in a 360 view, and along with that, we have added a geo-tagged map for which you can see the most famous tourist spots around the closest to the monastery itself. Yeah. All right. Then we'll be moving on to archives. That is the main digitization of the manuscript, high quality manuscripts that we have found from British archives. And these manuscripts are actually the closest region which we could find from the Ramtek, in that region only, the Ramtek monastery uh, closest region where we found these manuscripts. You can even download those manuscripts. Yes. Then we'll be moving on to calendar. Calendar is again the events that are held in Sikkim itself and which monasteries hold them. These are categorized by the season that they happen in, the month they happen in. Yes, you can even filter those. So for any tourist that might be planning a trip to Sikkim, they can plan their uh, itinerary based on these events that might be happening in that specific time frame. All right. Also, in virtual tours, you can imagine what your trip might look like. So, if you upload your own image, you can imagine what your trip would feel like. कैसा हो रहा है? This is just a virtual visualization of if you were in Sikkim, the activities that you can perform in Sikkim, and yes. So the next feature for our solution is an itinerary planner. So if any the tourist is visiting to any of the monasteries, they can choose that specific monastery and see the places, the famous tourist places that are already there, and they can plan their day based on those places that they might want to visit. So if they do add these places that they want to visit, then the itinerary itself shows the time and the distance which it might take to go through all these locations that the user wants. So one of the future improvement of this itinerary planner would be to make it optimized in the sense of saving the time for the user and saving the distance, and possibly also suggesting an itinerary itself. All right. So this was the itinerary planner. Now we move on to the community support that we have provided for the visitors, where visitors can upload or review what their experience looked like, and it it is to create a interactive environment for all the visitors that have been to a same place to build a community, and they can write a review about a certain monastery. They can select the monastery and write the review, how they liked it, how was their experience, and other visitors. All right. Then we'll be moving on to support, and support is again a very user friendly uh, feature that we have added for any tourists that might have questions regarding the etiquettes or the permissions that you require while going to such rich cultural places where there might be some rules that the tourist might have to follow. So we have provided the questions, answers to these questions. Uh, yes. So next, you can contact us for help as well. There's a helpline that can be opened up. Then live chat, that is the user can chat with the chat box and get his answers from the question that he might have. It's a AI agent. Uh, all right. Then the resources that we provide, that are the guidelines that the tourists have to follow while visiting some monasteries, and any permits that they might be requiring throughout the visit. All right. And then coming finally to about us, that is the our mission to catalog all these cultural heritage sites, and specifically to Sikkim and Sikkim's monastery. Since India is rich, very rich in its cultural heritage, this platform, this solution for the problem statement is providing that absolute cataloging of those cultural spots, and not just for Sikkim, it can even be expanded. What our mission is to expand it throughout the whole India. So yes, this was our solution of 360 Monastery cataloging our cultural heritage. Our team members are me, team leader Ishan Shukla. My team members are Ayush Garg, Tanay Chaplod, I Arya Shah, Teet Shah, and Falguni Chal.